Hello everyone. Today I am going to start a new project that hopefully I can get out to you guys before the 4th of July just for some fun. But I thought it would be interesting to do a banana split. I know I did that one when I very first started making freeze drying, what, 6 years ago. But this one's going to be the better improved, and it's going to be good. So I thought it'd be kind of suiting to do this over the 4th of July weekend. We can put up a freeze-dried banana split. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take my bananas and we're going to, I'm using my molds from Hobby Lobby. And we're just going to cut nice thin slices and put them in the bottom of our mold. I'll be right back. Okay, there's 24 squares in that mold. So I got 24 slices of bananas sitting in the bottom of it. And we're going to start off with our chocolate. So I got Jello brand instant pudding, a box of that, and it is the 3.9 ounce box chocolate. Take that powder and put it in our mixing bowl, just like that. Now I love a good malt, and you can't find them anywhere anymore. I mean, I used to go to Sonic and get my malts, and they don't, at least my local Sonic, they don't make malt anymore. They make a shake, but not a malt. But I'll just give you a tip here that I found a place that makes a fantastic malt. If you have them in your area, go to Freddy's and order a chocolate malt. It's frozen custard, but it's a chocolate malt. Those are delicious. I love those. So anyway, get back to my banana split. So I'm going to add malt to my ice cream, which is pudding, but same thing kind of. I mean, what's ice cream made out of? Milk. So this is just flavored milk with the pudding in it. So kind of like an ice cream anyway. So I got a canister of Ovaltine, which is chocolate flavored, chocolate malt. And I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of that in with my pudding powder there while it's dry. And we're just going to give that a mix before we add any liquid. Kind of distribute that malt. There you go. That's all mixed up and evenly distributed. Now we're going to take our 2 cups of cold milk and whisk that in. Okay, we've whisked that pretty well. It's starting to thicken up a little bit. So let's take our Cool Whip. We want about a cup of Cool Whip. That's starting to get nice and thick. So we're just going to take our Cool Whip here and kind of mix that in, kind of like fold it in with the chocolate pudding so that it maintains its airiness, which makes a nice texture to bite into of your freeze-dried square. So we're just going to fold that in gently until it's all one nice chocolatey color. Okay, so we've effectively made a poor man's mousse. And we're just going to take that and put it on our mold and fill our squares. Now as we're filling our squares, we're going to give it pokes to try and make sure that we get rid of any air pockets in there. We do not want air pockets. Now we got plenty of left over, but what we're going to be doing is after these are freeze dried, we're going to be dipping these and decorating them. I got some good ideas for that. So I just don't want to overwhelm myself because we're doing 3 flavors. We're going to do chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. So just for the ease of things, I'm going to do 24 of each of these flavors. And I will just pig out on that, stick that in the fridge and eat that as a mousse. So we'll get this. This is my chocolate one. I'm going to make a strawberry and a vanilla. I will show you the filled tray, and we're going to make it exactly the same, except for the strawberry and vanilla we're going to be using just plain malted milk, not the chocolate Ovaltine. But we still use the 2 tablespoons of Carnation's malted milk powder. We'll add that to our pudding mix. Exactly the same recipe though. So let me get this in the freezer, get it frozen solid. I'll come back and we'll do a strawberry one, which is all I got some room for in this load, which is going to be full because I got 3 trays of something else. We're going to do 1 tray. This tray should hold 24 of the chocolates once I get them popped out of the frozen and popped out of the mold. And then also I'll be able to squeeze in 24 of the strawberries once I pop them out of their molds. Should be able to get both of those in 1 tray for the freeze dryer. So I'll come back and show you the strawberry ones, and I'll see you then. All right. So we got this all trayed up. I couldn't find strawberry pudding, but Walmart had Sonic brand strawberry shake instant pudding, and it is a 3.03 ounce packet, and it looks like you make it the same exact way. 2 cups of milk added to the powder, whisk that up for 2 minutes. I added 2 tablespoons of Carnation's malted milk powder to the pudding as I was whisking it up. And as a bonus, I chopped up, diced up about a half a cup, a little bit more maybe, of strawberries, and mixed that in with it too, because that should give it a little oomph on the strawberries, I think. So I'm looking forward to that one. So I like that chocolate. I have some left over that'll go in the fridge. I'll eat that. We could make probably do another whole tray if we wanted to, but I don't have the room in this load. So this is what we're going to do. So let me get this in the freezer, get it frozen solid. Next time you see this and the chocolate, they'll be coming out of the freeze dryer. I'll see you then. And there we go. Vanilla is our last flavor. And I used French vanilla. Great value, made it according to the box. But added 2 tablespoons of Carnation malted milk powder to it. Tastes delicious. And then we whipped in 1 cup of Cool Whip. So we'll get this in the freezer, and pretty soon you'll be seeing me pulling out some of these from the freeze dryer, and we'll be decorating them up and making them look real pretty. I'll see you then. Okay, there we go. 40 hours. And there's my chocolate and strawberries. I did have to kind of squeeze in the last couple of those to make sure they fit, but they fit okay. So we're going to be coating these later, maybe today or tomorrow. And so I'm going to go ahead and bag these up for now in the 2 flavors, chocolate and the strawberries. And since I'm not sure I'll get to these today, or you never know, things might come up where I don't get to them tomorrow, I'm going to put an O2 absorber, actually be in a gallon bag. I'm going to put 2 300cc O2 absorbers in each pouch. These zip shut, squeeze out as much air as possible. Go ahead and zip these shut. Now I got something else to package from this freeze dryer load, obviously with just one tray. So I'm going to set these off to the side for now with them Ziploc shut. And when I heat seal the pouches from the leftover trays I got in there, the other 3 trays, we'll go ahead and put a heat seal on these. And next time you see them, we will be doing a dipping. That's what we're going to do next. We're going to dip them and decorate them. So I'll see you for that. Let's get to dipping these. We're going to do the chocolate first. And what I did is I got these 2 pouches or 2 bags of dark chocolate flavored melting wafers. These are the Great Value brand from Walmart, and they're 10 ounces. I melted 1 pouch, and it may be enough to coat 24 pieces, but you'd be scraping the bottom, and it's really important that you get these, what do you call it, 100% coated with no pinholes or anything. So you really need a depth of chocolate to make sure everything gets coated. So I went ahead and melted up 2 packs of these. So we are ready to start dipping, and I just melted those according to the package directions for the microwave. And take our chocolate banana square, drop it into the chocolate coating, and I'm going to make these to dip these and make the top the banana. Make sure everything's coated and put it on our parchment lined paper tray. We just shake off the excess chocolate and then drop it on our paper. Alright, so we got 6 of them there. Now what I got is a little Ziploc bag of crushed peanuts, roasted peanuts. And I bought the unsalted by accident. Shouldn't make much of a difference. We're just going to sprinkle those, just a few of those, on each square. Just like the topping of your banana split would have. So, I'm going to press on with this and I'll be right back. Alright, there we have it. So there's our chocolates with peanut coatings. I'll go get my camera and get a close-up of that for you. Now we're going to let those solidify for an hour or 2. I mean, however long you want. But you got to make sure they're totally dry. I'll probably leave it an hour or so, and then we'll come back and do something else to them. We got the chocolate ice cream pudding, and we got the chocolate syrup, which is our chocolate coating. We got the sprinkles of peanuts. We need to add the whipped cream and the cherry. So y'all come back here in just a few minutes on the camera and watch me put those on. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, it's been about half an hour. It's solidified enough for me to work with it. In that half an hour, after that half an hour, I went ahead and reheated my chocolate to get it nice and smooth again. And the reason for that is because we are now going to trim these squares, get rid of all those edges and all that. And while we're doing that, we're going to inspect the chocolate and make sure the coating is totally no pinholes or anything. If we find a pinhole, we're going to dip some chocolate on there and cover up any holes. So, let's do a couple of those on the camera for you. I don't know if I'll find any holes. I think I was pretty thorough when I was coating, but you never know. See, there's a little bit there. There's definitely a piece right there that I missed. That little corner. So I'll get on with this and I'll be right back. Okay, we got those done. Now we wear rubber gloves when we're handling coated chocolate because just the warmth from your fingers will leave fingerprints all over your chocolate and you don't want that. So we wear, anytime we touch this from now on, we're going to be using rubber gloves. Not rubber gloves, nitrile or whatever gloves, just to keep our fingerprints from melting into that chocolate. Now, we need to save this chocolate. I'm going to try this with foil because I don't have a lot of parchment paper left and we still got a lot more things to do, other flavors, so I'm trying to save that. We're just going to take our chocolate, kind of spread it out on this foil. We're going to let that set up. Once that's set up, we can peel the foil off and chop that all up and we can use it again. Alright, so I'm going to let those set for a while. I'm going to clean up this mess and I'll be back. Okay, we are ready to move on to the next step. And just to let you know that that chocolate did peel off of the foil. Alright, and I got it chopped up. I'll probably stick that in a Mylar bag and seal it for use some later time. Now we're ready to move on to what we're going to call our whipped cream and maraschino cherry topping. So what I have here is I only use one pouch and of the Great Value vanilla melting wafers. That's 10 ounces. I melted that according to the packet instructions. And I also have a bag of, what do they call these? Girly's Golden Recipe Sweet Cherry Flavored Chips. These are like gold to get hold of right now, I guess. I happen to get my local store stocked these and they're discontinued them, and I got this packet before they discontinued it. You can buy them on Amazon, but they're very expensive. I haven't even tasted them yet, to be honest with you. I don't know how well they taste or anything. We'll solve that problem here in a minute. But these are going to be to simulate my maraschino cherries. Let's see what they taste like. Yeah, there's a subtle cherry flavoring to them. So what we're going to do, I think, I haven't decided this. I thought about drizzling the white over the top, but I would like to try and get, if I can get it to where it looks like a dollop of hot chocolate, of whipped cream. So I'm going to kind of use a spoon and drop it on like that. Kind of get more of a simulation of a dollop of whipped cream. Let's just sprinkle some of our cherry chips on there. That looks alright. Alright. That is done. I'm going to take a picture of these for you. And I'm going to spread my white out on some foil, and we'll save that for the next flavor that we're going to do, which is going to be strawberry. And that way we can just reuse that white chocolate. Okay, let me take a picture. What do you think of that? We'll let those solidify, and then we'll get those put away, and we'll move on to our next flavor, strawberry. I'll see you then. All right, there we go. Got the strawberries done. We went through the exact same process, but we used strawberry wafers. Now I got these from Walmart. Choco Maker candy wafers, strawberry cream flavored. And let me tell you, that strawberry cream wafers, they taste really good, like strawberry candy. I'm really impressed with that. But I will give a caveat. When we melted the Choco Maker brand, it was a lot thicker. So when I dipped my squares, and put them on my tray here, and when I went through and trimmed them up, we had a lot more holes that I had to patch. That was because it was a lot thicker. I suppose I could have thinned it out, but I was reading the reviews on this particular brand, and a lot of people were saying it got too hard and they were having problems with it, so I didn't want to mess with anything. I just touched up the holes with the strawberry cream as I trimmed them. And then I used some of the leftover from the chocolate of the ones that we did of the white chocolate for the whipped cream, sprinkled nuts, and cherry flavored sweet cherry flavored chips. And I'm thinking they look real pretty. Let me give you guys a little close up and see what you think. Aren't those pretty? Those look real pretty. Looking forward to trying these, tasting these. Now, we got one more flavor to do, and that is going to be my vanilla, and I'm going to coat that with salted caramel wafers. I haven't got those yet, but I looked online, and Hobby Lobby sells them, so I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby and buy some of those Monday. And I still have yet to freeze dry the vanilla flavored ones with bananas. I've got them in the freezer. They're ready to go into the next load of the freeze dryer. So we'll cut that in, make it all run smooth for you. And yeah, I'll see you for the vanilla ones. I'll get those dipped and prettied up, and I'll see you then. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's late at night, but I want to get these displayed to you so you can see them. This is my salted caramel dipped vanilla ice cream and with the banana. I finally got to Hobby Lobby, and wouldn't you know it, they had salted caramel, and it was on sale for 89 cents. And I thought, wow, bargain. So we melted that up and coated them. But I want to give you a heads up, and I'm guessing it's because these expired on the 2nd. My eyesight is terrible. 2nd of June, and we are, I think it's the 23rd or something like that. So they're about 20 days expired. And I think that had an effect on my melting, because these were super thick. Almost, I want to say, like a creamy peanut butter, just a little bit softer than that. And they were kind of an issue to coat, so the coating on this is very thick. But we got there in the end. And I'm going to insert a picture so you can see them. And then we will get these. I'm going to put them away for tonight, and then probably tomorrow. I got a real big project going on, but tomorrow we are going to do a nice display of the final product. And this is how I would display it if I were at a party or something. It's a suggestion for you to display it this way. And I'm looking forward to that. So, without further ado, they say, I will see you for the final display and taste test of all these delicious treats. Looking forward to that. I'll see you then. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there you are. My banana split freeze dried. Let me show you a close-up of this before we dig in. All right, I got these banana split dishes, vintage, from their glass, from on eBay, probably 10 years ago maybe, I don't know, a long time ago. But I think they make a great way to display your banana split treats. What do you think? And I think it just looks gorgeous. And we're going to dig in and see what they taste like. I'm going to go for the first one. I'm going to go to the salted caramel vanilla sauce over vanilla ice cream and bananas with whipped cream and cherries on top. Because that coating is so thick, you really get a good taste of that caramel. Salted caramel tastes good. And as you get to the center, you get that beautiful vanilla taste with the banana. Not unlike a banana split. That is really good. Okay, I gave myself a little bit of time in between these bites because I don't want to contaminate the flavor with the previous flavor. But when you're eating a banana split, you do get all three flavors together anyway. So let's try a strawberry ice cream that we put little chunks of strawberry in, coated in a strawberry sauce and a banana, topped with our whipped cream look and our maraschino cherries. Let's see what this tastes like. Oh man, that is a really good one. I forgot to mention we got nuts sprinkled on there too, and you definitely taste them. I really like that coating that we got from Walmart. What was it? Strawberry cream. That has some good coating. Flavor wise, I'm eating a banana split. It tastes like a banana split. John and Bibbs, you guys know he loves this chocolate. Let's try a chocolate one. All these have malt in them, by the way, and it's not an overwhelming flavor of malt, but it gives you that ice cream feel to it. It's worth the effort putting that malt in there, in my opinion. Oh yeah, that is gorgeous. When you first bite, you might not get a lot of banana because you're biting off the edge. When you bite into that banana, you just got banana split. It goes, pow, banana split. That is delicious. I really am going to enjoy these. There you go. What do you guys think of that? A little bit of effort I put into this, but sometimes the effort is worth the pleasure of you enjoying it. And if you have guests and friends, them enjoying it. Something unique. If you enjoyed this video, comment below and let me know. It's very important that I get feedback from you guys. And yeah, I am going to be taking a week off. Hopefully this video finds you all families and friends getting together and get ready to go for a 4th of July. But I'm going to take next week off for the 4th of July. And I got a major project and this old body's working on. And it's taken a lot out of me. So I'm going to finish that off as best I can. And we'll see you the next week after the 4th. So I hope you all have a happy Independence Day. Spend it with family and friends. And I'll see you that next time.